Chen, a student at Polster University, sighs while inside his classroom. He seems very bored while his classmates are busy talking about the executor of the contract day, who is a member of the Apocalypse Court. However, one student can't believe that this is possible, since it would be a big deal for the whole Eastern Alliance. Another classmate insists on the information, saying he overheard it, and asks Chen to confirm it, as he heard it as well. Chen nonchalantly agrees and recounts that he saw someone from the Apocalypse Court earlier, wearing black socks. Meanwhile, outside the classroom, the group from the Apocalypse Court catches the attention of the students, who are all surprised that the rumors are true. On the other hand, Chen finds the visit strange, since the Apocalypse Court is a big name in the beast-taming realm, while their school is almost unknown. He figures that there must be something special about to happen, but is not particularly worried, because he is almost invisible, having no abilities within him, and so he won't be recruited by the Apocalypse Court anyway. Even so, he is still restless, since outside the city, there's an imperial wall that has blocked dangerous and vile monsters for 300 years now. Amidst this, the Apocalypse Court holds such formidable power, and he is sure that, like before, he will be unnoticed. But for now, he must form a contract with a pet beast if he can survive. However, he is barely at level D, so he likely can't contract high-tier beasts. He is not born to be legendary like a king who changes the world. He is meant to be a normal and mundane person, not even close to becoming a protagonist. Just then, a school staff member knocks at their classroom door, and a bird tells them to quickly gather at the sports field. In no time, the students fill the school year for contract day, and countless huge pet beasts stand tall, each accompanied by an armed person. In the middle of the field, a woman named Arya stands, and before her, pet beast eggs of various sizes and colors are lined up, waiting to meet their masters. The students roar in excitement, while one of the students wonders if he has a chance of contracting any ferocious beast since he has a high spirit rating. In that moment, a burning phoenix bird hovers over the woman and grants immense spirit power to the students, giving them protection and a boost during the process of contracting the beasts. The students are grateful for the blessing and cheer out loud. The woman then orders the students to release their spirit power and establish a connection with the pet beast eggs to form a contract. She then wears a serious look on her face and ponders that whatever the students' contract will depend on their own power and choices. As contract day begins, Chen just hopes that he won't end up as a joke. Meanwhile, the student named Yang is focusing on the platform and trying to call on his spirit. Just then, a ball of water forms and crackles in front of him. A water spirit emerges from the ball of energy, and the woman announces that Yang has contracted the fierce beast falcon as his pet beast. The students are all surprised by this as Arya instructs the student to stabilize their connection. Hours pass, and it is Chen's turn to contract his pet beast. He slowly approaches the platform, making Arya shout at him to hurry up. Chen nonchalantly sits at the middle of the platform, but after a few minutes pass, nothing happens. Chen tells her that he didn't sense any suitable spirit for him, which surprises Arya. She then instructs him to come closer to the pet beast eggs and try touching them to form a connection. Chen seems fed up with himself as well, but then suddenly, a beast egg glows in front of him. As this is happening, the phoenix reacts too, making him nervous. Just then, a divine light illuminates the egg and causes the ground to shake, making the students wonder if he has contracted a top-tier pet beast. Chen is taken aback and overwhelmed by the strange emotions inside him. The beast egg starts to crack and emits a blinding light. To the students' surprise, it reveals an ornamental turtle beast. Arya orders Chen to stabilize their connection and register the basic skills of his pet beast, while the students laugh at him for contracting an ornamental beast. Arya asks him what skills his pet beast possesses, and Chen reports that his pet only has one skill, which is defense, much to his frustration. Arya mirrors his reaction, as ornamental pet beasts usually have at least 2 skills, and Chen's pet even has the most useless skill. The boy stares at his helpless pet beast, which looks like it can't even withstand a punch from a little girl. He weeps, thinking that even a chicken is better than his pet beast, while his classmates laugh at his misfortune. They tell him to stop being pessimistic since pain and emotions are shared between the master and his pet beast. Chen sighs as one of his classmates asks to see his adorable pet beast. He looks at the clueless creature, thinking that it needs more protection than he does. Arya tells the students to be quiet and congratulates them on finally graduating. She informs them that from here on, they will enter the Northern Combat Zone to train and wishes them good luck. Chen is beyond nervous about this since it is the most dangerous place in the entire Union's territory, filled with dangerous and ferocious beasts. Arya assures them that they won't be on the front lines but asks that if anyone wants to give up now, they can easily say so, and urges them to leave their pet beast behind. Chen falls into deep thought. Every year after deep winter, monsters enter a frenzied state after 2 months, and with the strength of his pet beast, the mission will be suicidal. He trembles with this realization, as he doesn't want to die young, Suddenly, the student's system activates and Chen sees that he now has 6 points. He also witnesses the levels and skills of his fellow classmates, especially the pet beast of Arya, which is a ferocious gray fire phoenix. He is easily intimidated by its kind and eyes his own pet beast, hoping that someday it will grow into the kind of strong beast that can fight anyone. However, it will take time to upgrade, and it needs to feed on monster materials to evolve. Once they are in the northern area, they will have the opportunity to improve, so he invests all his points into defense. Just then, a large ship bird appears, and Arya commands them to get on board so they can start their journey. Later, the group finally arrives at the northern combat zone and reaches the Imperial Army camp. One of the teachers tells them to gather around as Chen tries to fight the cold. The group huddles around Captain Yuri, and the teacher praises him for working hard and entrusts the students to him. Chen and his other classmates are then assigned to patrol the area. The students grow jealous toward Chen as they learn that the school belle, Sira, is in the same group as him and claim that he will only drag the goddess down. The group approaches Captain Yuri, who reminds them that they should focus only on one thing, not letting any monster cross the wall. As he pets his red-tailed lion beast, he tells them that they should work together and not let any personal reasons, especially involving women, hinder their mission. And if they do, he won't think twice about throwing that person over the wall. Chen eyes the level 35 ferocious beast as the captain orders them to familiarize themselves with each other. With that, Sira smiles and introduces herself to Chen, much to the jealousy of the other beast tamers. That night, the group begins their patrol, which is crucial work in guarding the wall to keep the monsters at bay. One of the students comments that the area outside the Imperial Wall is spacious, and because of this, monsters can easily be spotted. However, the captain corrects him and tells him that monsters are very adept at hiding, and the snowstorms make it easy to obstruct their vision, so they have to make sure that there won't be any oversight. With this, the students have to stay vigilant and patrol the area thoroughly at night. Suddenly, he feels a presence nearby, but remains calm. He reminds the group that they need to distinguish the monster's scent since it cannot be covered by the vicious snow. One of the beast tamers asks what the man is looking at in the distance and is shocked when his eyes land on a monster. He quickly notifies the team of the danger as a snow leopard emerges from the snow. Sira points out the hungry beast, which immediately charges at them. The captain praises her alertness and asks which group would like to fight the monster, promising to save them if it becomes dangerous. The new beast tamers immediately panic, while Sira, without a second thought, charges at the enemy with her pet beast, Xiao. She commands Xiao to attack, who then injures the snow leopard with its sharp claws. The two creatures fight head-on, but the leopard diverts its attention to Sira and is about to attack her. She freezes in place as she doesn't have enough time to dodge. In a last attempt, she orders Xiao to slash the monster. While quietly watching, the captain realizes that the newcomers really lack experience, as they are struggling against a common beast. As he decides to help, Chen steps up and uses his pet beast, the turtle, to defend and protect Sira. He hurls the turtle toward the girl, acting like her shield. The pet beast glows as it receives the impact from the leopard's attack, surprising Sira. It withstands the enemy's power, making it back down for a moment. Meanwhile, as he is connected to his pet beast, Chen immediately feels the pain of the impact. After the standoff, his pet beast flies back to him injured. He catches the beast just in time and mirrors its injuries, breathing heavily because of the pain. Feeling angry for her teammate, Sira commands Xiao to attack once more. The beast successfully slashes the enemy, wounding it in its stomach. Heavily injured, the snow leopard runs away, but Sira refuses to let the enemy go and commands Xiao once more to attack. Agile, the snow leopard evades the attack. Sira notices that the beast is still resilient after taking such damage. With this, her other teammates offer support to defeat the enemy. Two of them use their pet beasts to restrain the snow leopard as Sira orders Xiao to use its sharp claws and finish the fight. Finally, the leopard is defeated, its body mutilated after receiving a full attack from Xiao. The beast tamers rejoice at their victory and praise Sira for winning. She credits her attack-type pet beast, which thrives in combat. She also mentions that without Chen, she wouldn't have won the fight and perhaps would have been the one lying on the ground. She then looks at Chen, who has received heavy injuries from defending her earlier. Feeling guilty, she approaches him and carefully supports him in walking back to the group. Chen winces in pain, which adds to Sira's guilt. He assures her it's not her fault since he is the only one in the team who has a defensive pet beast. Just then, his system pops up and informs him that he has received a point for the fight, and that he needs to continue achieving attributes to increase his physical defense level. After receiving 100 times physical damage, he can be immune to 20% of physical damage, and receiving 1000 means 30% immunity. This means that his turtle beast will be invincible without needing to level up. With this, he decides to increase his base defense so he can face high-level monsters. Although injured, Chen is reassured that the system won't fail him since it is quite powerful. After slowly recovering, he realizes that he is being held by Sira. He weakly smiles and thanks Sira for fighting alongside him. The girl blushes at his sudden compliment and denies being good at combat. Seeing her expression, the beast tamers tease her for possibly being smitten with Chen. The captain then steps up and commends them for their exceptional performance in defeating the snow leopard in such a short time. He reiterates that as a team, they should help one another in defeating their enemies. They need to learn the importance of teamwork and coordination to win any fight and save one another. And that's the greatest lesson he could share. After hearing this, the other newcomers feel like it would be an easy feat to conquer any beast, which is immediately refuted by Chen and Sira's teammates. Just then, the captain senses another presence and smirks at them. He announces that it is time for their second challenge, making the beast tamers feel uneasy. With a serious look on her face, Sira remembers that low-level monsters like to travel in groups, which means more trouble for them. Meanwhile, from a distance, a wolf howls in the middle of the night, revealing other wolves that pose a great threat to the group. The team freezes in fear upon realizing that they are about to face a pack of wolves, and that the snow leopard was only their vanguard. Meanwhile, the captain grabs his drink and plops down on the ground. He chugs his drink and tells them about the importance of unity among the team, but also emphasizes that they must develop the brave heart of a warrior. The newcomers remain silent, so Chen steps up and bravely tells them that he will handle the fight. Sira tries to stop him since his injuries haven't healed yet. However, Chen only looks at her with determined eyes and tells her that it is his duty to protect them with his defensive pet. Sira is impressed by his bravery, along with their other team members like Lina. Choi is surprised to hear her praising someone else even more when she steps up to help Chen and encourages everyone to act as well. With this, the other beast tamers gather, ready to fight with all they have. They band around Chen, who leads the front line with his turtle beast. He attacks the wolves and immediately feels a surge of power from leveling up. The other members follow suit and attack the enemies as well. They restrain and defeat them one by one until Chen notices that the wolf pack is decreasing. Seeing him taking more blows, Sira tells him to lead the rest to them. However, Chen refuses, saying he can't grow if he keeps hiding behind their backs. Inspired by his tenacity, Sira realizes that they should band together, to which Chen agrees. Together with their masters, the pet beasts charge toward the pack of wolves and unleash their power. After the fight, Chen checks the new skill he acquired, a 20% physical damage reduction bonus. Sira approaches him and asks about his condition. She then fishes out a tonic from her pocket and gives it to him in hopes of helping with his recovery. Seeing the confusion on his face, Choi explains that the healing potion is so expensive that Chen should devote his life to Sira. Infuriated, Lina kicks Choi for making such a comment. Meanwhile, Chen accepts Sira's potion and thanks her for caring for him. Sira replies that she is even more grateful to him for helping her. Just then, Captain Yuri walks over to them and congratulates them for winning the fight. He also announces that Sira will lead the patrol team. Choi asks if the captain won't lead them anymore. Yuri confirms this, saying that they need to learn to conquer the battlefield themselves so they can become more vicious. The team is shocked by this revelation. Captain Yuri assures them that they are assigned with other patrol teams as well, so they don't have to worry. Chen can't help but feel nervous about it. In that very moment, they hear a loud roar, followed by the appearance of a gigantic snow ape. The ferocious beast instantly kills nearby soldiers, crashing their bodies to the ground. Captain Yuri warns them to get ready since the beast tide is about to come. Chen looks on as the others powerlessly try to stop the snow ape from attacking them. He is shocked to see such a high-level beast. He and his friends can't believe they are really in the field facing it. Captain Yuri can tell that the snow ape must be the one leading the monster tide. He announces that the patrol has ended and that his new orders are for them to return to the city. Chen looks at the potion Sira gave him and decides it is the time to use it. He drinks its contents. His wounded body quickly returns back to his prime health. He asks Yuri which route they should take to get back. The captain replies that they must go to the main gate. He whistles. This signals his red maned lion to get ready to attack. Yuri points to their path home and orders the others to follow him. The patrol party runs with their captain leading the way. Yuri looks behind to see if everyone is okay. Chen's status menu opens up, and he sees that he can have a new skill that can damage attackers. He likes that an opportunity opens up to him but sees that the conditions to get it are too hard. A pack of wolves gets near the party. The red maned lion faces them. Its mane lights up into flame as it dashes towards the wolves. Yuri leads his crew away while his lion faces the pack. Sira wonders why the monsters are no longer hiding their presence. Chen believes that their captain's theory is right, and that a powerful monster is behind this attack. Lina agrees since she remembers from class that a monster tide is usually led by powerful monsters. Choi worries that the tide has just begun, and that the situation will only get worse. Their conversation spreads fear among them. Yuri tells them not to worry since he will protect them at any cost. Meanwhile, an army of flying insects has arrived at the city wall. While on the ground, a stampede of wolves and snow leopards is heading to the city gate. The soldiers stationed at the gate are ready for the attack. The map shows that the monsters are coming to the gate from all directions. Chen and his party can see the view of flying insects and other monsters going to the gate wall. Sarah asks her captain what they should do. Chen analyzes that handling so many monsters will lead to his death. Yuri stands quiet. Like telepathy, his red mane lion comes to him. Yuri tells his party not to worry since his lion will protect them while they run for the gate. He then materializes a sword. He and his lion begin their charge towards the monsters. Meanwhile, the kids run for their lives. As they run, they ready their beasts for protection. Meanwhile, Yuri is slicing up wolves with his sword. His lion is also handling multiple of them at once. The wolves signal the others. Instantly, the gang is surrounded by monsters from all directions. Xiao claws a wolf. Sticky flower restrains multiple flying insects. Meanwhile, Chen is using his turtle's barrier to shield himself from the wolves. The wind bird uses strong winds to dash through the enemies. Red mane lion burns its prey. Yuri tells the others to try to escape from the fight since their priority is reaching the gate. The snow ape sets its sights on the city wall. It throws boulder-like icebergs in its direction. The iceberg wrecks upon impact with the wall. The ape leads his army towards it. Rage fills the ape that it cracks the ground underneath it with sheer pressure. It pumps its chest. It screams with a sound that creates an earthquake. The party worries that the beasts want to pry open the gate and break through the city. A general appears to order his soldiers to defend the city gate. The snow ape and its army approach the gate as a battle is about to begin. The general leading the soldiers comes into the field with his spear in hand. He slices off the snow ape's left arm. The arm falls from the beast's body, yet the ape regrows its arm by replacing it with ice. The general comes near Captain Yuri. He stands guard in front of Yuri and his party as if to lead them. Yuri asks General Abel why he came down personally. Abel tells him not to worry about it and tells him to provide cover so that the students can go to the corner of the wall. Yuri tells him he understands. The men on top of the wall drop ropes for Chen and the others. The snow ape faces General Abel with fury. The beast charges at him. Out of nowhere, Abel's white tiger pounces at the ape. It hits the ape's face. Its strike leads the monster to reel back. Chen is amazed that he is in the presence of a level 51 blue-eyed tiger. The tiger and the ape clash again. The tiger manages to dodge the ape's punch and sneak around the enemy. It scratches the ape from behind, putting the creature in agony. Meanwhile, Chen is climbing the rope, while Sira is already on top of the wall and is trying to reach for him. Chen reaches the top and thanks the girl for her assistance. The students hear something ominous. It turns out, one of the wolves is howling. Its howl is somehow making the snow ape stronger. They fear what this might mean. A new monster comes from the shadow. A white, long-fanged wolf with an armor of ice on its back dashes forward. The blue-eyed white tiger distances itself from it. The ice wolf moves towards the tiger. However, it avoids the tiger and reaches for the wall. Chen worries that they stand no chance against it. It is so fast that it runs upwards on the wall. Sira thinks they should retreat from it. Meanwhile, the snow ape just punched the blue-eyed tiger while it was distracted looking at the ice wolf. The punch slams the tiger away. The ice wolf reaches the top of the wall. Abel orders his men to protect the children. The ice wolf's roar is powerful. It is like a blizzard that shoves away the soldiers. The students run from the beast. Meanwhile, the ice wolf is killing multiple soldiers. Sira pulls at Chen's jacket. She tells the young man that they need to go. Chen, however, wants to stay to protect his friends. He activates his turtle's defense and calls the ice wolf's attention toward him. The ice wolf faces him and it is so big right next to the young man. It tries to bite him, only to hit the turtle's light shield. The impact of the bite makes the wind around them swirl. The shield breaks like an explosion that pushes Chen and the ice wolf away from each other. Sira and the others are stunned to see Chen withstand the beast. The students are on the edge of their seats, watching Chen face the ice wolf. Chen tells the others to run while he faces the monster. All the while, his status notification informs him that he has successfully used the skill of absolute defense. Sira wants to get to him, but Lena calms her and tells her to listen to the man. This saddens Sira, but she knows the smart move is to listen to Chen. She and the other run towards the nearby door. Meanwhile, the ice wolf is stunned for 5 seconds because of absolute defense. Chen worries that his new love may not be enough to stop the monster. Meanwhile, the flying insects are attacking the wall in unison. The soldiers meet their attacks with their own beast. The ice wolf has already recovered and envelops itself in purple light to make itself stronger. It roars towards Chen. Chen looks at his spirit turtle and sees that it is already weakening. The ice wolf dashes towards him. He blocks it with a light shield. The shield breaks, but he still manages to successfully deal damage to the beast. Regardless, the impact of the beast's attack still puts the man in agony. He coughs blood as a result. The good news is that the ice wolf is stunned again. Meanwhile, the blue-eyed tiger is still fighting the ice ape. The tiger does not let the ape have an inch of rest. Meanwhile, General Abel is behind the ape. He uses his spear, slicing both of the monster's arms off. The ape screams in agony. The tiger then collects a ball of energy at its mouth. The energy turns into a projectile blast that hits the ape. Abel follows up by thrusting his spear at the beast's stomach. He then climbs on its chest and stabs it by the neck. The general's men cheer as they see their leader take down the ice ape. However, the ice wolf still lives and is howling. An armor grows around it to increase its defense. The monster then faces Chen again. Chen looks so exhausted that he can barely look at the enemy. As the beast strikes, he stands on guard with his shield. The spirit turtle concentrates hard to meet its attack. Both clash. Again they repel each other. Again, the ice wolf gets stunned for 5 seconds. The beast recovers. Then it dashes toward the man again. Chen does not think he has the strength to repel it again. The monster nears the lying young man. Behind the young man is a mysterious man with a lion for a beast guardian. His mysterious old man insults the ice wolf by calling it a stupid dog. His lion charges electricity out from its body. As it roars, it summons lightning towards the sky. The lightning then strikes the ice wolf. Again it is stunned, with electricity exiting its orifices. The ice wolf has been burned to a crisp. Chen is shocked to see the strong beast turned into a corpse in an instant. The soldier greets the mysterious old man as the legendary General Luca and his Thunder Lion. Chen is still lying on the ground, complaining that people like him show up so late in the game. The night turns to day. Eventually, the monster tide retreats. General Luca looks on at the retreating monster and sees this as a victory of humanity. He then looks at Chen. The young man is still on the floor, struggling to rest. The spirit turtle tries to go to him in worry. Luca realizes that his turtle might be stronger than it appears. Sira and the other students finally come out from their hiding place and run toward Chen. The young man gets up from the floor with his body still filled with pain. The others hug him, but this only leads him to more pain. He tells them that he is okay. Regardless, they can't stop from feeling guilty that they left him alone. Sira hopes to find a doctor for him. Luca appears to tell the girl that Chen will be alright. If anything, the general is smiling. He approaches the young man. Then she looks at him with deep thought. Luca gives him a potion and tells him to drink it. Chen accepts it and thanks him for it. Choi recognizes the potion as a TR potion and is overwhelmed with happiness to see the expensive product. Lena smacks him on the head, frustrated that he won't shut up about potions. Chen drinks the potion. His wounds miraculously disappear in an instant. Luca suddenly asks Chen if he wants to become a frontline warrior in the Northern District. The other soldiers feel like the young man just got blessed for being personally invited by such an esteemed general. Sira praises Chen for being seen by the general as an outstanding warrior. Chen feels pressured by everyone's reaction. He thinks deeply and cannot avoid how many monsters he will face if he accepts the opportunity. He faces the general and respectfully declines his offer. Luca backs out and accepts his answer. The old man then jumps down from the wall. His Thunder Lion goes to him. He sees that some of the monsters are still retreating as soldiers try to catch them. His Thunder Lion roars with electricity enveloping its body. Thunder and lightning rain from the sky, zapping every monster in the area. General Luca then asks General Abel how much damage they got from the monster tide. Abel answers that they are fortunate to have only a few casualties. They talk about how Chen's abilities have been very helpful in reducing the casualty count. Abel can tell that the young man has attracted Luca's attention. Luca recognizes how his spirit turtle withstood the attack of the ice wolf and how this means he is a rising star who would be valuable in strengthening their fortress. They fear that the monster attacks will only grow from here on out. Luca also informs Abel that the elders fear the forbidden areas. These are areas filled with the most dangerous monsters. In the Eastern Alliance, 12 great generals gather as protectors. They make sure that no monster can breach their city's sturdy walls. Meanwhile, Chen's friends ask him why he rejected the legendary general's offer. Lena feels like it was unwise for him to let such an opportunity slide by. Sira shares that even her noble family holds Luca in high regard. Chen wants to share why he did not accept the offer. Chen justifies rejecting the offer by telling his friends that he is worried about his little pets, since he is still too weak to fight monsters in harsh environments. Lena, however, thinks he should reconsider accepting the offer. Their captain, Yuri, suddenly appears to worry about the students who are under him. Chen and the others tell him that he is late. Choi thinks the captain should be clearing the monster wave instead of worrying about them. Yuri is just glad to see them safe. Later on, General Abel gathers everyone. The general announces that over 300 lives are gone because of the attacks. All of them feel anguish for it. Abel then tells everyone that this is war and things won't get any easier. A giant bird then lands on the area. The one driving the bird tells everyone to hop on so they can get back to their academy. As Chen climbs the bird, he looks back at the miraculous things his turtle did in the monster tide. The bird flies all the students to their academy skyline. Then everybody is dropped off on the campus. Chen sleeps in his dorm room until the next morning. He wakes up and yawns with his little turtle. His movement leads him to fall off of his bed. Both of them share a box of ramen for breakfast. Chen looks at his turtle enjoying his meal and decides that he should call him Kang from now on. Kang smiles, seemingly loving the name. Chen decides to check his notifications. The system menu lights up, and he is glad to see that Kang has reached level 6. The young man then gets an idea. He goes to the library to search for anything he can learn about his turtle. He sees from the books that he needs to face opponents with higher levels than him to level up his pet. He hopes to find a way to let Kang reach level 7. Kang pulls out a piece of page from the book he is reading. The little turtle shows him that it has an ad for the Alliance Adventurer Association. Chen gets an idea from the ad and calls his turtle a genius for showing it to him. The next day, Chen travels to the Alliance City Center despite the strong rain. In his travels, he wears a baggy jacket, a black cap, and a face mask to protect his pet from those who might steal them away from him. He reaches the headquarters of the Alliance Adventurer Association. He enters and sees that it looks like a bar filled with strong adventurers. The receptionist is a woman who seems bored that nothing out of the ordinary is happening. There is a board filled with papers that adventurers are looking at. The receptionist introduces herself to the disguised Chen as Nana and welcomes him to the association. The receptionist looks at him with interest. Chen asks that he join the association. Nana asks that he show her his ID. The young man puts it on the table. She checks out the information on it. She recognizes from his file that his beast is a level 6 spirit turtle. The adventurers in the area laugh at how weak Chen's pet is. It does not bother Chen, and he just goes on to ask the receptionist what the next thing he needs to do. He put Kang on the table to show it to her. Nana looks at the little one with concentration. She determines that Chen is qualified and hands him the registration paper to become an official adventurer. The young man signs it without hesitation. Nana gives him his official identity badge and gives him the code name of Frost Shadow. She then points him to the board where he can learn what missions he can take. Chen is excited that they are now officially adventurers. A hooded man with long hair beside Chen finds the young man interesting. Chen reviews the types of missions he can do and is frustrated that with his current status, it is recommended that he do only the lowest level of E-level missions. He moans about the hard work he has to do to get to bigger missions. The man looks at the board of missions. He wonders if he should take D-level missions instead. He looks at the warning label under the board that says that adventurers need to be aware of their own strength and are allowed help from other adventurers. He spots one mission he fancies. His eyes widen at the potential of it. The mission is D-level, and it is about escorting people into the Northwest, and the reward is an Earth Rock Beast Horn. He remembers his research yesterday about how an Earth Rock Beast Horn is exactly what he needs to level up his spirit turtle to bronze level. He looks at his adventurer badge. He hands it to Nana, the receptionist. The hooded man beside him watches his movement in curiosity. Nana looks at the details of the D-level mission for Chen. The hooded man warns Chen that he should be careful when accepting difficult missions. The young man thanks him for his concerns but is not discouraged. The other adventurers in the area are making fun of Chen for taking on a D-level mission considering he is only an E-level beginner. Still, the young man tells Nana that he will do it. Nana warns him of the danger. Chen replies that as long as the association allows it, he will take on the mission. Nana confirms he is allowed and so processes the paperwork. Chen follows up by asking to buy a magic storage bag, a crystal ball, and a couple of potions. Nana gives him all the items he asks for. The hooded man tells him he hopes he returns safely and offers him a drink. Chen replies that he will take the drink after he returns. The other adventurers laugh at the young man's confidence that he will return. Chen leaves the area hoping that he will get famous and receive higher level missions after the mission. He walks the streets with his magic storage bag hanging by his pants. He returns to his dorm room. He holds the crystal ball he just brought. He activates it, making it light up along with Kang the turtle. Kang then gets absorbed into the ball like a genie into its lamp. Within the world of the crystal ball, Kang looks happy. Chen then sits at his desk. He concentrates on his computer and logs into the association website. He finds that the information within the website is useful if he wants to evolve his pet Kang. He gets a mission notification that says he will meet up with those he needs to escort on the mission at the pet trading center. The next day, Chen, in his all-black and face mask disguise, went to the pet trading center. The narrator reports that it is a place where people can trade their pets. The narrator continues that each pet forms a soul bond with its owner and is a type of special contract relationship. However, humans can sever that connection in different ways. Once done, the human can tame a new pet. Chen looks at the different crystal balls with pets displaced at the trading center. He is then shocked to see something in the distance. She sees Sue and wonders why she is at the trading center. He decides that he should avoid her since his mission comes first. Sue looks like she is waiting for someone. Meanwhile, Chen is waiting for the association to send him information about the people he needs to escort. He takes out his phone to contact the association. He types, asking for information. He ponders if his client is Sue but does not think she is the type to need the help of the association. Finally, the association sends him a picture of the client. The picture is still loading on his phone. He reacts in shock to see who it is. Chen sighs at the coincidence that Sarah is his client. Sarah sees him, and since he is in disguise, she does not know who he is but thinks he might be the adventurer she is waiting for. Chen comes to her and confirms that he is from the Adventurer Association. Sarah is glad to see him and says that there is another one he has to escort. The other client appears, and with her military-like attire and beautiful figure, she is the center of attention in the area. Chen thinks she must be powerful based on her aura. The woman hugs Sarah from behind, showing that they are very familiar with each other. Sarah calls her Qian, and she is annoyed by her brash behavior. Qian is not confident that the disguised Chen is really a reliable companion. She complains to Sarah that she dragged another one along when she is already strong enough to guard her. The girls then feel awkward since they realize that they are talking about their new companion, despite him just being right next to them. Qian asks the man for his code name, so Chen tells her that he is Frost Shadow. Qian introduces herself and Sarah, and makes their trio team official. She asks that they begin their journey to the northwest area. They headed to the gate of the northwest area, and ask the guard to open it. The gate opens, and they walk out to the wilderness outside. The three walk together freely. Sarah looks at the map, and tells the other two that he has planned a safe route to the northwest military camp. Qian asks Frost Shadow how skilled he is. Nearby are the eyes of monsters looking at them. Frost Shadow can sense their presence. The two girls get alert too. Shadow tells the others to brace for attackers. Two rat monsters charge at them. Qian gets in front of Sarah and tells her she will handle the rats. Her pet gets summoned out of the bracelet she is wearing. Her bracelet is revealed to be a storage device for pets that can also heal them when their life is threatened. Her pet is named Stone, and it is revealed to be a humanoid kangaroo with a muscular physique known as a boxing kangaroo. Chen looks closely at her storage device and dreams of getting one himself someday. Still, the rat dashes towards them. Qian commands Stone to take care of them. Stone is able to defeat them with one hit, so Qian brags that she is strong. She looks arrogant as she reminds Sarah that she is super reliable. Qian praises Shadow for spotting the rats before her. She, however, tells him that she would have still handled the rats regardless of whether he spotted them or not. She tells Sarah that she wasted money by hiring an adventurer when she already had her. Shadow then looks to the horizon as he hears a sound in the distance. This makes the two girls wonder if there is another monster in their midst. It hypes up Qian, who wants to go to the sound quickly. Sarah tries to stop her from going alone, but the woman is already gone before she even notices. She asks that they follow the woman to get her out of trouble. Qian finds a group of blood moles and goes to them as fast as possible. The group of blood moles is eating the meat out of a snake monster they hunted. Qian dashes towards them just to feel the glory of her conquest. Sarah is getting frustrated with the woman and asks that Shadow go after her for double his reward. They follow her to the blood moles. Meanwhile, Stone punches the ground, breaking the ground and sending the moles upward. It leads to the roles of either gesturing for mercy or running away. The merciless Qian still goes after them with her magic sword. Sarah and Shadow are running to catch up to Qian, worried that the woman might reach the forbidden area alone. They remind themselves to be cautious since they are going to the forbidden area. They cross the warning sign of the area. Shadow and Sarah follow the tracks of Boot and Kangaroo Prince. They can tell from how they still can't see where Qian is that tracking her is possible. Shadow thinks that they should leave the forbidden zone and follow their previous path to the camp since Qian is strong enough to take care of herself anyway. Sarah does not feel comfortable about this plan. Shadow tells her that while she is worried about Qian, his job is to escort her safely, and he can't do that if they follow the woman into danger. Sarah pulls out her phone to try and call Qian. It turns out there is no signal for a call. It makes Sarah all the more hopeless. Meanwhile, Qian is somewhere in the zone, making Stone beat up monsters everywhere they go. Both the kangaroo and the person are having a good time. Shadow insists that they return to their original path before it goes dark. A giant snake sees the two. It opens its fangs on them. Shadow activates his crystal ball. Kang the spirit turtle comes out of it. Shadow activates absolute defense with the light shield. The snake attacks the shield. Poison penetrates the shield. However, the snake receives heavy damage from touching the shield. It is also stunned for 5 seconds. The status informs Shadow that he has gained the new skill of poison resistance. Sarah worries about him. She fears that the poison might spread in his body. Shadow insists that they leave quickly. They run as fast as they can. Sarah sees the spirit turtle and wonders if Shadow is actually Chen. Meanwhile, the snake has recovered. With its heightened animal senses, it tracks the duo down. Sierra is getting tired from running and asks that they rest. Shadow thinks they should rest after leaving the Forbidden Zone and suggests that she resonate with her pet for stamina and speed. Sierra agrees. She touches her storage device, activating her pet Xiao's power. She glows, energizing her with strength. They are now ready as fast as they can. Shadow asks that Sierra hold on a little longer. Little do they know that the giant snake has already intercepted their path. The duo sees the snake in front of them. Sierra screams that they should watch out. Shadow activates absolute defense. The snake clashes with his shield, and while it strengthens some of his defense skills, it also sends more poison to his body. Again, the snake becomes stunned. Shadow can sense the poison spreading in both his and Kang's bodies. Within their bloodstream, poison is spreading. A monster eagle is at the skyline. It spots them. Shadow holds Sierra's hand so they can run together. They finally run out of the forbidden area. Sierra checks her phone and sees that there is now a signal. The giant snake is just behind them while they run. Sierra fears what will happen. Shadow orders Kang to protect Sierra at all costs. The young man lets go of the girl's hand. He goes back to shield her from the snake. He has successfully dealt heavy damage to the monster. Sierra screams that there is something behind Shadow. The undead monster eagle from before returns to strike at Shadow. He shields himself with absolute defense. It deals major damage to the bird. It falls to the ground and is stunned for 5 seconds. Sierra can tell from Shadow's skills that he is indeed secretly Chen. She asks to help the young man. She summons Chao. The little pet claws the eagle. Sierra goes to Shadow to check up on him to see if he is okay. The snake has already recovered and is behind Sierra. Shadow activates absolute defense again. The snake attacks. Again, it is damaged and stunned. The poison within Shadow rises. Meanwhile, Xiao is still fighting the eagle. It continues to claw at it. It focuses on the bird's face, striking it over and over. It strikes the eagle until its brain shatters. Meanwhile, the giant snake is still trying to get through Shadow's defense. The accumulated poison is taking a toll on Shadow and Kang's bodies. Shadow asks Sierra for help in defeating the monster. She charges towards the snake with Xiao by her side. She orders her pet to blind its eyes and cut its neck. Xiao slashes its face. Blood flows out of the snake. Shadow orders Kang to protect Xiao. A light shield covers Xiao from droplets of poison coming out of the snake. Meanwhile, the poison with Chan and Kang is already too much for them to handle. Xiao is still in a furious mood. It continues its slashing attack on the giant snake, right until blood flows out of the giant monster's neck. Finally, the monster enemy falls. Shadow's legs give out as the poison within him and Kang grows. Sierra thinks they were fortunate that they battled a giant snake that had not reached its full potential yet. She hands Shadow a detox potion to counteract the poison. He thanks her but worries she will see his face if he removes his mask to drink it. He drinks it but makes sure she can't look at his face while he does so. Shadow and Kang feel a reaction inside them. Slowly, they are feeling better. Sierra calls him Chen and asks why he did not just accept the frontline's position if he was short on funds. Chen is shocked and asks when he noticed who he was. He says he would rather enjoy his freedom to explore the outside world for now and reconsider a position in the army later. Sierra replies that she respects his decision and thanks him for saving her again. In return, she wants to give him 5 stars for his service and tells him that the giant snake's meat is a luxury item for medical purposes. Chen's eyes glitter at the thought he can make money by selling it to the association. He readies his storage bag. He points it near the corpse of the giant snake. As he opens it, light goes to the snake. It sucks it towards the bag. The duo then wonders if there are more monsters around. Nearby is a silhouette of a seemingly 4-eyed and 4-armed monster coming from the shadows of the Forbidden Zone. It turns out that the silhouette of the monster is merely Stone piggybacking Kian. While Kian is acting all smug after going out of the Forbidden Zone safe, Sierra tells her that they almost lost their lives without her. This snaps the woman out of her celebratory mood. Sierra reports that a giant snake and an undead eagle attacked them. Kian apologizes for not being there and promises to make her safety the top priority from now on. She tears up as she begs Sierra not to tell Lee about her abandoning her in a moment of danger. Chen is shocked to hear the name Lee. Sierra's condition is that she won't tell her dad if she promises to have and follow Shadow's lead. Kian gets angry, believing it is unfair, but Sierra tells her that the man is stronger than her and earns her respect. Kian is intrigued, considering Shadow has just a little turtle on his shoulder. The lady looks at King closely and can't believe such a little creature is that strong. Regardless, Kian reluctantly agrees with Sierra's conditions. Chen believes they need to continue with their journey. Sierra says he is in charge now, and Kian does not complain. As they walk, Chen thinks about how he never knew Sierra was the great Lee's daughter. He remembers Lee as one of the 12 generals and is credited for conquering the Beast Realm. With his extraordinary spirit and great ape, he instills fear in the monsters. It makes Chen wonder why Sierra is allowed to adventure alone if she is from such a powerful family. Kian is wondering the same thing and asks why her father allowed her to go to the military camp alone. Kian is also annoyed that her dad forced her to go to the camp, considering she had to leave behind home and all the things she was doing. Sierra believes Kian's dad made the right call, since she needs to train for the upcoming monster war. Kian thinks it is pointless since nothing registers as a danger to her so far anyway. In contrast, Sierra is happy that she is going to the military camp since it will allow her to join the army sooner in the future. The listening Chen admires how Sierra attended a regular school, faced monsters, and wants to join the army despite being in a prestigious family. He can still sense the poison within him, making him question why the antidote is not working. His status update reports that due to the nature of the poison, the antidote is not entirely working. A rat monster dashes towards them, and Kian hits it with his fist. The woman does not even realize that she hit something. They move on without any of them noticing the dead rat monster behind them. Meanwhile, a giant bird monster is in the air coming for them. Stone the kangaroo accidentally uppercuts it without him knowing. The bird drops again without any of them noticing. By night, they finally reach the Northwest Army camp. Chen looks around. He comments that the equipment around the camp is comparable to those in the Northern Territory. A military official notices them and praises Chen for his good observation. Sierra calls him Uncle Lang, and they are happy to see each other. He welcomes everyone in the tent, including Chen. He lets them settle down. Sierra says she is happy to be in such a comfortable tent. Lang replies that he is glad that Sierra's father allowed her to go to his camp for a trial. The old man feels blessed. He then faces Kian and asks her if it was tough leaving home. The woman is so intimidated by his presence that she can't reply with anything back. She asks her dad to go outside so they can talk. Sierra and Chen are left alone in the tent. Sierra shows Chen a black crystal rock she has in her pocket. She offers to give it to him. The young man is reluctant to take it. The girl says that it is the least she can do since he always saves her. Knowing that he needs it to advance Kang to the next level, Chen takes it. She asks him what he is planning to do next now that his task is done. She admits that she is anxious about training in the cap and asks if he wants to stay. The young man says he has other plans and needs to leave. Sierra thinks about how adorable Chen is based on his accomplishments so far in saving his friends. Secretly, she wants him to stay with her. Chen is about to leave when Lang blocks his way. Sierra is getting frustrated outside the tent waiting for Lang and Chen's conversation to end. Inside, Lang thanks Chen for being the reason the girls are safe in their travel to the camp. He can see that Chen is in a hurry, so the old man allows him to leave. Sierra tells the old man that Chen is powerful enough to defeat a giant snake with just a decorative pet by his side. She says she is amazed at his combat might. Kian just now realizes how strong the young man is. Meanwhile, Chen is leaving the camp and is determined to get stronger fighting monsters on the way back. On his journey, he fights monsters like blood moles. He also fights half a dozen rat monsters. Throughout his journey, monsters ambushed him non-stop. He fought until the sunset. By then he had already crushed 40 monsters. He is glad to see from his status that he has grown stronger. He puts all the monster corpses in his magic storage bag. He starts walking back again, being careful that the wasteland would be deadlier by night. He returns to the northwest gate. Later at home, all that is in the young man's mind is selling the monster corpses in his bag. He commands his status system to show how advanced his poison resistance has become. The status appears. He is glad to see that his resistance has skyrocketed. He smiles since he only needs a few more experience points to get to the next stage of his poison resistance. He wonders if he can get a poison resistance skill if he gets to the next stage. He then drifted into sleep. By morning, he returns to the Alliance Adventurer Association in his shadow disguise. He goes to the receptionist area. The adventurers recognize the young man as the one who took a D-level mission and assume he returned to the association empty-handed. Nana, the receptionist, welcomes him back. Chen tells her that he has finished the quest and has returned to claim his reward. The adventurers think he is just lying to look good. Nana looks at Chen's file. She sees that the client he escorted on the mission gave him 5 stars for his service. The receptionist confirms that he is eligible for the reward. She also informs him that he can now be promoted to D rank if he wants. Chen understands and asks to be promoted. He then moves on to wanting to sell his monster corpses. He opens up his magic storage bag. A hill filled with monsters appears, making the adventurer's jaws drop. Nana is just as shocked, all while Chen apologizes for the mess when it is not the point. People see the giant snake among corpses and can't believe it. Chen asks the receptionist how much he will get for the monster corpses and how much it will cost him for the association to store the reward items he got from the mission. Nana takes out her tablet. She calculates the profit Chen will receive and combines it with the cost of storing items for him. She assures him that the association will cover the cost of storing. She tells him how much it will cost him for the association to store his reward for 10 years. Chen asks for the association to store the rock beast horn he got from the mission. Nana assures him that the money he got from the monsters has already been transferred to his account. The young man checks his account and thanks the lady. The crowd all talk about how strong or fake Chen is as he walks by to leave. The young man has no problem being talked about, so leave him be. Later, when he returned home, he summoned Kang out of his crystal ball. The little turtle is asleep as he appears on the table. Chen thinks he should focus on evolving his pet's defense. He puts the black crystal he got from Sira on the table next to Kang, leading the turtle to take a peek at it. The appearance of the rock excites Kang. Chen wonders why the pet is so fixated on the black crystal. Chen is observing carefully why Kang is so enamored with the black crystal. He remembers in class when the teacher tells the students that pets are not interested in evolution materials. He grabs the black crystal off of Kang, yet the little turtle tries to grab it from him. He wonders why his pet is so interested in it and decides that he should do more research about the black crystal. He grabs his cell phone to call Sira about it. He then realizes that they never exchanged contacts. Chen looks at his pet and wonders if he is different somehow from all the other pets. He grabs Kang and leaves his dorm. He then heads to the Alliance Pet Hospital. A nurse grabs Kang from him so she can examine the pet. They put the turtle in a machine so they can scan the animal. The doctor tells Chen that his pet is healthy and hands him the full report. Chen sees from the report paper that there is nothing out of the ordinary about his pet. The nurse gives Kang back to him. Chen realizes he was being silly and thinking there must be something special about his pet. He pets Kang and tells him that it does not matter to him if the little turtle is special or not. He leaves the hospital satisfied. He returns home to his computer to get information about the black crystal. No matter how much he tries, he finds no information about the material. It baffles him that the association knows nothing about it. He looks closely at the crystal. He thinks of the possibility that knowledge about the black crystal may even be beyond Sira's legendary father, that the father gave it to his daughter thinking it has no real value. He wants to investigate the crystal further but decides to put his focus on spirit turtle evolution first. He finds out from a website that Kang needs to attain healing abilities to evolve. He finds that he needs 2 types of potions. He needs an ice crystal plant that boosts a spirit turtle's healing and defense for 7 to 10 million association credits. The second is an ancient well vine for self-healing and toxic abilities that is priced at 80 million to 3 billion. He feels burdened that he needs to get so much money to evolve his pet. He also knows that they are incredibly rare and so decides that he needs to hunt for them. He checks the association's elixir database to find sellers. He goes hard at work finding them. 3 days later, Chen is already frustrated that he found nothing. He is then intrigued by the post saying that a new evolution material has been found during the Beast Tide. The post says the mythical Snow Jade Lotus can be found in the Northern District. He reviews that the Snow Jade Lotus has ice, wood, and water attributes. He finds that the Snow Jade Lotus is the ultimate great material. He is getting excited since finding it means skyrocketing Kang's healing abilities. He pictures heading to the northern zones where powerful monsters reside. He realizes that he will end up dead if he heads there alone. He returns to the Alliance Adventurer Association. He looks at the Board of Missions. He finds that all North District missions are either in B grade or in A grade, which means he needs to form a team or join one to be able to take them. He overhears a person calling a man Black Robe. He looks at a table of men talking, which includes Black Robe, the man with a hood he remembers tried to give him a drink before. One person asks Black Robe to explain the mission he invited them on. Black Robe explains that he is building a team for a North District B-grade mission. All the men around the table think what he just said is impossible. Chen is still listening into their conversation and worries that Black Robe won't let him join them because of his low rank. One of the men invited wants to know more details. Black Robe explains that this is a special military-issued B-rank mission. Since this is an exclusive mission, the rewards will be better than usual. The man does not want to risk it since the Northern District is considered a death trap. The others have similar complaints and do not understand why he is inviting them to such a dangerous mission when there are other jobs around. The 3 people Black Robe invited to his table stormed out. Black Robe tries to recruit another adventurer, but the one he invites does not want to hear it. He tries again, yet the one he invites rejects him. He tries to invite another one, but he just walks faster so Black Robe won't get to him. Black Robe feels dejected that he keeps being rejected. The people think he is a fool, considering he is a respected C-ranked adventurer. Chen plans to approach the man to get into his tea. He knows that his skill will be doubted since he is just a D-ranker, so he plans to challenge him to a duel to prove his mettle. Black Robe is about to lead the association and Chen is just right behind him. While in the streets, the young man tails him closely. Black Robe enters an empty alley. He then stops walking. He looks behind to eyeball the man following him. He tells the young man that he has a minute to explain. Chen tells him that he wants to be in his tea when he heads to the Northern District. Black Rose doubts his qualifications for the mission since he looks like a rookie. Chen explains that he aced a cross-ranked mission and survived the latest monster tide to prove him wrong. Black Robe recognizes him as the one who rejected his drink before, and while he is glad that he survived his D-rank mission, he still thinks the young man is still too weak to go on his dangerous mission. Chen responds by challenging him to a duel. Black Robe agrees to let him on the team if he survives 3 of his hits. The man summons his pet, Rage Fire. It is revealed to be a muscular monkey that is also on fire. In response, Chen summons Kang. The little turtle does not look intimidating to Black Robe at all. The man laughs at the sight of the cute one. He mocks Chen by saying that he does not want to hurt his pet. Chen calls him a coward in response. Feeling confident, the old man agrees to take on the duel. Rage Fire gets into a fighting stance. Chen braces for it. The monkey punches, so Chen counters by blocking with his absolute defense. The monkey proves to be immune to the 5-second stun. Chen is shocked to see a monster withstand the 5-second stun for the first time. Rage Fire continues a barrage of punches that Chen blocks. Black Robe orders Rage Fire to return to him. He respects the young man's defense so far but warns him about his next attack. The monkey readies his next strike. Rage Fire is so fast that he disappears from his spot. He reappears just next to Chen, catching the young man off guard. He still manages to activate his shield on time. However, the impact of the pet's punch shatters the shield. Chen is sent backward. He is not discouraged and tells the old man to hurry up with his last attack. Black Robe is impressed and wants to see if he can withstand his next attack. The flames on Rage Fire's arms rotate like a tornado around the arm. Chen braces for it with absolute defense. The monkey comes for him with a comet-like punch. Chen endures the attack. It is so powerful that a huge explosion arises. Military personnel can see the explosion from a distance.